Okay, picture this. You walk out to your garage, or maybe your backyard, and boom, there it is, that growing mountain of clutter. We're talking an old, sagging mattress you replaced months ago, a busted washing machine, maybe even some broken patio furniture. It's an overwhelming, frustrating sight, isn't it? You just want it gone. But figuring out exactly how to get rid of it without paying a fortune or, breaking local laws, that can feel like a massive headache. Well, welcome to this explainer, where we are going to tackle that exact frustration head-on. Today, we're decoding the City of Corpus Christi's waste management services and turning them into an easy-to-use, step-by-step playbook so you can reclaim your space effortlessly.
We've all known the pain of staring at that pile of bulky debris, just wondering how to legally and safely get it off our property. And look, efficient waste management isn't just about keeping your own home looking pristine. Though, let's be honest, that is a huge benefit for your own peace of mind. It's also absolutely crucial for community health and environmental safety. When bulky items pile up, they don't just become an eyesore, they turn into a potential hazard. But where does all this stuff actually go, and more importantly, how do we get it there?
Don't panic, because today's roadmap is going to get you there. Here's our agenda for today. 1. The clutter problem. 2. Bulk pickup basics. 3. Requesting a pickup. 4. Perfecting pickup day. And finally, 5. E-waste and extra resources. All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the clutter problem. And trust me, you really want to avoid the penalties here.
Just look at that massive number, $2,000. No joke. If you get so frustrated that you resort to illegal dumping, or if you simply place your debris improperly out in the street where it causes a safety or health issue, you could literally be hit with devastating fines of up to $2,000 per day, per violation, under city ordinance. That is a massive, massive penalty for something that can be handled correctly with just a tiny bit of planning.
So, moving on to Section 2, bulk pickup basics. Let's lay down some ground rules.
So, what actually counts as bulk? Well, the city's solid waste services specifically defines acceptable bulky items as the stuff that's just way too big for your standard brown cart. We're talking about that sagging mattress and old patio furniture, rolled up carpets, bicycles, and yes, even that abandoned plastic swimming pool or giant teddy bear. According to the city's schedule, these large household objects are collected twice a year on designated dates that are specific to your local area.
But, and this is a huge but, the crucial point here is knowing what is explicitly forbidden. You must never, ever mix these prohibited materials into your bulk pile. The city absolutely will not collect curbside construction materials. That means no lumber, fencing, wood pallets, rebar, concrete, brick, rocks, dirt, sand, or roofing materials. On top of that, household hazardous materials, think oil, gas, antifreeze, paint, weed killer, or poisons, are strictly prohibited from regular bulk or heavy brush collection.
Now, while your standard scheduled pickup is part of your municipal services, there are definitely costs if you go outside those standard guidelines. Looking at the utility rate schedule, and this is effective as of October 2023, if you set out items on a non-scheduled day, there's a surcharge of $13.76 for each individual item. If your pile is so massive it literally requires an additional truckload during your collection time, that's going to cost $82.63 plus tax per truckload. And for tires, the city allows up to 4 for free during scheduled bulky item pickups, but beyond that, it's a fee of $5.78 per extra tire. And yep, these fees are applied directly to your utility bill.
Let's jump to Section 3, requesting a pickup using the CC311 app.
Thankfully, Corpus Christi provides the official CC311 app, and honestly, the process is remarkably frictionless. It's really just 3 steps. First, you identify your specific solid waste concern, so in this case, requesting a bulk pickup. Second, you use the app to submit your service request details, noting exactly what needs to be picked up. And third, you simply wait to receive timely notifications on the status of your request. It's a real game changer. It puts the power to manage your property right there in your pocket.
All right, Section 4, perfecting pickup day. Because how you stage your stuff really matters.
The absolute most important physical step you'll take is staging. The rules are strict here, folks. You must separate your items into 3 distinct piles. 1 for heavy brush, 1 for bulky items, and 1 for tires. They should be set out near the curb, generally right around where your regular garbage goes. What you absolutely cannot do is mix these items with regular garbage or construction debris. Furthermore, no way can you place them in the gutter, out in the street, on the sidewalk, or in a drainage ditch. Obstructing the public right-of-way or drainage systems, that's a direct violation for sure. And finally, Section 5, e-waste and extra resources. Let's talk about handling those exceptions.
So remember those prohibited items we mentioned earlier? Well, under Texas state law, television and computer manufacturers actually must provide free recycling opportunities. That makes it outright illegal to dump electronics on curbsides or in standard trash carts in Corpus Christi. Improper disposal of e-waste and hazardous materials has some really severe environmental impacts. When things like batteries, old computers, or toxic chemicals break down in a landfill, hazardous substances like lead and mercury leach directly into our soil and groundwater. That causes serious land and water pollution that directly harms human health and our local wildlife.
So what's the safe, legal, and environmentally friendly solution? It's the J.C. Elliott Transfer Station located at 7001 Ayers. Corpus Christi residents can bring household hazardous waste, stuff like paint, antifreeze, and motor oil, as well as residential e-waste, directly to their Citizens Collection Center for free disposal. They're open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a fantastic city resource that just ensures these dangerous materials are handled the right way.
Now, what if you have heavy commercial waste, which the city events usually won't touch? Or if you simply can't transport a massive appliance to the transfer station yourself and don't want to wait for a scheduled city pickup? Well, you've got some great private market solutions. Specialized services like fast-free appliance removal or appliance pickup now will actually come out and remove major appliances, ensuring harmful refrigerants are safely recovered. Or for larger jobs or commercial needs, local companies like Frontier Waste Solutions, Drop Curb, or Armadillo Disposal offer fast, reliable junk hauling and dumpster rentals for a fee.
So I've got to ask you, are you ready to finally clear that clutter? Armed with the CC311 app, a solid grasp of those staging rules, and knowing exactly where to take your e-waste, you now possess the exact blueprint. You can legally, safely, and effortlessly transform your cluttered property right back into the clean, organized haven it was always meant to be.
Just a quick heads up before we wrap. Keep in mind that municipal rates, specific accepted items, and city policies can and do shift over time. So, always double-check the official City of Corpus Christi website or the CC311 app for the most current information. But armed with this blueprint, the real question is, how will your efforts to take back your space today contribute to a cleaner, safer community for everyone tomorrow?